John Cena may have his next big matchup already in place, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out the New Day's breakup, Big E, and more. Let's start things off with John Cena's next big matchup that could take place after WrestleMania. For the time being, John Cena is focusing on Austin Theory. Austin Theory has been putting himself and John Cena in the same sentence ever since the middle of 2022. Everyone figured it would eventually lead to a confrontation between the two of them, and that's exactly what we just got a few weeks ago. John Cena said he doesn't think Austin Theory has the passion and soul, and they're gonna compete at WrestleMania with all that respect being on the line. If Austin Theory wins, he'll obviously prove himself to John Cena, and hopefully even more to the fans. But what does John Cena's WWE future look like past WrestleMania 39? Well, reports claim that John Cena can also take part in a match at this year's SummerSlam event. His possible SummerSlam opponent could end up being Logan Paul. Logan Paul has been publicly and privately pushing for a match against John Cena ever since late 2022. Logan revealed he originally asked Triple H to make that match happen at WrestleMania 39 because it was in LA. It was his birthday weekend and how it'll be a big match for him. It was even reported that WWE had Logan Paul versus John Cena set to take place at WrestleMania 39 for a while until ultimately plans were changed and Logan Paul ended up feuding with Seth Rollins, and John Cena ended up feuding with Austin Theory. But that doesn't mean that the match is off the table forever. SummerSlam 2023 is now being rumored for a possible spot to see Logan Paul versus John Cena. SummerSlam is no doubt WWE's second biggest event of the year behind WrestleMania. So it does make sense if they were to have John Cena versus Logan Paul on this big stage. Of course, another big thing to keep an eye on is how Logan Paul and John Cena will look heading into this potential SummerSlam match. Will Logan Paul be able to knock off Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? Or at least put on another impressive showcase that makes him seem like a credible challenger for John Cena? And for John Cena, assuming he loses to Austin Theory, how would Cena look heading into that SummerSlam match? John Cena is an all-time legend and an icon for WWE, but his singles win-to-loss ratio hasn't been the best in recent years. So how would he look heading into this matchup? Well, he is John Cena after all, so everyone sort of looks past his recent singles losing streak and still views him as a big threat at any time. So if this match does happen, the outcome will also be intriguing. Do they give the win to Logan Paul, have him defeat John Cena, and let him build momentum off that SummerSlam win? Or is this a match where John Cena gets right and puts himself back on the win column? That's what will be important coming out of Logan Paul versus John Cena. So keep your eyes out for that match possibly taking place at SummerSlam. The New Day is one of the greatest tag teams in all of WWE history. They've been together ever since 2014 and never turned on each other at all. Those 9 years together brought them multiple tag team titles and even other big accomplishments and titles. Kofi Kingston has his run as WWE Champion in 2019, which was a very great moment for him and the New Day. Big E even won the WWE title himself in 2021, and Xavier Woods also won the King of the Ring in 2021. So just a lot of team accomplishments and even lots of solo accomplishments for all three New Day members, without them officially splitting up and parting ways. But Fightful is now reporting that Vince McMahon did make several strong attempts over the years to break up the New Day, but they strongly fought against the idea of him breaking them up every single time. One of the most recent times that Vince McMahon attempted to break up the New Day was after the 2021 King of the Ring tournament. Vince McMahon was allegedly pushing hard for King Xavier Woods to turn heel and betray Kofi Kingston. Vince's explanation for this New Day breakup idea was that he felt it's simply what a king would do. A king would of course get rid of his servant because obviously they're not on the same king level. So that's the kind of story that Vince McMahon was envisioning for the New Day after Xavier Woods won the 2021 King of the Ring tournament. Just how Xavier Woods would get so full of that entitled king persona that he'll kick Kofi Kingston to the curb. But according to Fightful, Xavier Woods fought hard against this idea from Vince McMahon and wasn't going to let him break up the New Day in that fashion. Xavier Woods would end up losing the king persona pretty fast, and the New Day would return back to being a regular tag team from there on out and never broke up. And fans also pointed out that this was something that Big E even pointed out on the New Day's podcast several years ago. He even said back then that there were several attempts to break up the New Day, but how they always fought back against it. He said that outside of the Shield in recent history, there's never been a faction split that ended up bringing all the members massive success as a singles competitor. So they fought hard to stay together, and the fact that the New Day has basically been together for going on 10 years now is an accomplishment itself, since we are so numb and used to seeing factions split up after a little while. So the fact that the New Day is a faction that has never split up and has been together for nearly a decade is not something you see done with every WWE faction. That definitely makes them stand out from the rest of the WWE factions. It sounds like they've been through several close calls of nearly splitting up, but at least they've made it through all those close calls and are still going strong. As far as the latest update with the New Day goes, things are a little uncertain for their immediate future due to Kofi Kingston going down with a foot injury. Kofi recently revealed that he had successful ankle surgery and how he's now on the road to recovery. Kofi's injury may have also affected some big Wrestlemania plans for the New Day. Wrestling Observer newsletter recently reported that there were rumors for Big E to make his big WWE television return at WrestleMania 39 alongside Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Big E hasn't been on WWE television ever since he suffered a near career-ending neck injury back in early 2022. But it looks like Big E walking out at WrestleMania alongside the other New Day members was going to be a big WrestleMania moment for 2023. A lot of people have been curious about Big E's actual physical status. Well, he revealed that he will be taking some updated scans of how his neck is doing real soon, and a decision will be made shortly after that if he can return to the ring or not. Big E has also made it clear that he'll be happy and satisfied with either outcome of the new scans. If he can return to the ring, he'll be happy, and if he can't return to the ring, he'll still be happy because of everything he's done and accomplished inside of the ring. So Xavier Woods is still around and ready, but Kofi is out with his ankle surgery, and Big E is still waiting on doctor's big decision for his in-ring status as well. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.